Welcome to Crypto Boss Andrew family. We are getting started about 2 minutes late, so still wait for people to join. I just want to get started, get everything set up, and if there's anyone waiting, I thought I'd get started a few minutes early. This time I did remember to get Bookmap open, so we'll look at Bookmap, momentarily. If you guys are new, appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button, and I am about to get TikTok going as well, so just bear with me for a second, and we'll get everything started in the next 2 minutes. Bitcoin, I'm hoping, is bottoming out here. We will see in a second. Bitcoin right now sitting at $21,700, and Ethereum struggling to hold 1,500, but we are sitting on support right now around 1,520, around 1,500. We'll see if that holds. Of course, I'm still watching Shrimp Coin. So that's kind of what I'm watching right now. We'll go over Jasmine as well. Jasmine, I want to talk about Jasmine as well. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. Let me get TikTok going, and once that's going, we should be good to go to start this live stream. So if you guys have coins you would like me to look at after I look at Bitcoin, let me know, and I will look at them. And with that being said, let me get started. Let me set up my phone so people on TikTok can watch and see what's going on, and I think that'll get us ready to go. I'm going to wait about 30 more seconds for some more people to join on TikTok because I just started that, and then hopefully more people will join on YouTube as well. And then after we do all that, we should be good to go. So we're going to start on the daily time frame for Bitcoin in a second. So it is 3 o'clock, so we will get started here. So right now for Bitcoin, what we're looking at is Bitcoin on the daily... Whoops, sorry about that. Hold on, let me make sure that's off. Right now on Bitcoin, we're looking, hold on, I might have to go downstairs and shut off the oven because I had cookies, and that's why I had my timer on. So it gives people a few more chances to join. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. Hold on, sorry about this. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. Right now we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, completely bottomed out at 21,700. That is a higher low than the previous time. Was completely oversold. That one was basically around 16,400. The last time Bitcoin was completely oversold. So definitely a higher low for Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. Bitcoin is also technically on the 4-hour time frame. You're making a lower low. And you're not really sitting on support. You're below the 200-day moving average, so I don't really like that. But overall for Bitcoin, 1-hour chart doesn't look good either. But I still like everything. I still like where the daily time frame is sitting. The smaller time frames don't look so hot, but at some point they will reverse, and we can dig out of this hole. It all has to start in the smaller time frame. So if we look at the 15-minute chart, we can see that we are still making another lower low, but we're making a higher high. So that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Yeah, I don't really like what I'm seeing right now from even Bitcoin, the 15-minute chart, because you're making a lower high, but you're making a higher low. So to me, that's just, I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. That could have been the low down there at 21,500, but we will see. For right now, I don't really like what I'm seeing on the smaller time frames, but I do like the daily chart. Daily chart still looks good to me. You're making a higher low, and that's what I care about. Now, you're not really sitting on support. The next support to the downside is 20,500, so, I mean, there's a good chance that we go down to 20,500. So with that being said, let me go look at Bookmap. This basically shows where all the liquidity is at on Bitcoin. So right now we're sitting at 21,700. You see you have a lot of liquidity down here at 15,000. You have some liquidity up here at $25,000. So Bookmap is still suggesting we have a chance to go up to $25,000, but still know that there's more liquidity down here, and usually you go to where the most liquidity is. I really hope we go to see 25K, and then maybe we can get the dump. But unfortunately, Bookmap is suggesting on the macro time frames, 15K is still very much on the table. So just be aware of that. Bookmap doesn't look super bullish right now, but if you zoom into the smaller time frames, there's still a lot of liquidity up here at 25,000. But now we're getting further away from that. We'll see what happens. But Bookmap on the larger time frames does not really suggest that we're going to go up. And if we do go up, 25K would be the next stop. But there's definitely more liquidity down at 50 in the teens than there is up there at the mid-20s for Bitcoin. So that's kind of unfortunate. But that is just kind of what we got going on. So I'm going to go over Jasmine Coin because I haven't made a video on this in a while. If you guys have any other requests, let me know and I'll look at them. So Jasmine Coin right now on the daily time frame, it is basically completely oversold. It's at 15 on the RSI on the daily time frame. You're trying to sit on support right here on top of the 200-day moving average. You're also trying to hold the 0.6 of a penny support, which was once resistance for a few days, maybe about 2 weeks. If we go to the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart is getting way overbought again, making a lower high. So it's definitely looking like that was your macro top at 839, and now you're probably coming lower. It doesn't look like this is going to hold on the 4-hour chart for Jasmine, just because you're getting basically completely overbought now on the 4-hour time frame, and you didn't really make even close to a higher high. Only getting up to the close to 70. Now on the 1-hour chart, already got overbought and is already dumping. You're already starting to free fall now. I won't say free fall, but you're already starting to dump. You're barely above the 200-day average on the 1-hour chart. So to me, Jasmine is definitely not a long position I'd be in. If anything, I'd look to short Jasmine right now. Not financial advice. 15-minute chart, you got overbought again. On the smaller time frames, you did make a higher high, but the 1-hour chart and 4-hour chart don't look very good to me. So just beware of that, and we'll see, I guess, what happens. The 15-minute chart looks okay, but the 1-hour chart and 4-hour chart don't. And the daily chart, what is the daily chart? Daily chart is dumb. I mean, daily chart's almost oversold. So I guess the only time frames I'm not super bullish on is the 1-hour and 4-hour chart. But the 15-minute chart's kind of sketchy as well. So daily chart, I don't know. If you don't hold 6 cents of a penny, the 1-hour chart and 4-hour chart are saying you probably won't. The next stop is 493. I would presume that's on the table based on what I'm looking at on the 4-hour chart here. If you do hold the support 6 cents a penny, then obviously you'd be retesting this resistance that you couldn't get above, or a local high up here around 0.8 of a penny. So that's kind of it for Jasmine. It's kind of indecisive right now. I would not be going long right now, not financial advice. I just personally would stay away from it until you can get the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart to reset on the RSI. Holy crap. So with that being said, guys, that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed this video, appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next update. All right, so that is something I'll post after we get done here. I don't know why that Telegram group is going nuts, but VRA says Gary on YouTube, so let's go look at VRA, and then we'll take requests on TikTok as well. Oh my god, I might have to mute this. So right now on the daily chart, VRA was overbought, and now you're getting the correction. The 4-hour chart, by the way, you're above the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart and on the daily chart. 4-hour chart is making a higher low right now, so that's a good sign for VRA right now short term. Let's go to the smaller time frames to see what's going to happen. 1-hour chart's also above the 200-day moving average. Holy crap. And it's also trying to already reverse back to the upside. So that's a good sign for what I'm seeing on VRA right now. It did make a lower high, though, so I don't really like that. The 15-minute chart is getting overbought again. If you want to be bullish on the 15-minute chart, you have to make a higher high, basically above, we'll just say 10. If you don't do that, you're probably going to say that that was the top. So I guess let's go back to the daily time frames and look at where we could get resistance. So we had resistance at 7.6, and we're at 94 right now. Your next resistance, your next resistance would probably be 12.7. Back from around here, but that's barely any support at 12.7. It's not very strong, or it won't be very strong resistance, I should say, because it wasn't very strong support back here around the 4th of May of 2022. If you get above that, I would definitely see some some stronger resistance close to 19.5 for VRA. So for VRA short term, it looks good as long as you can get back above a 10 on this current short term rally on the 15-minute chart. If you can't get back above 10, then I would say that that's probably your top up here at 11.7. So that's kind of it for VRA. If you don't get above 10 in the next few minutes, well, I would say the next hour, you're probably bearish on VRA. So that's kind of it. It's kind of sketchy right now because it is pumping, so I might stay away from it. But, yeah. If you guys have any other requests, appreciate the follow, Chris. Appreciate the likes as well. So that's VRA for you. We looked at Jasmine. I am still holding Trump coin, still trading it or trying to trade it. I'm looking for an entry on that. And that's kind of it for Bitcoin right now. Your next support is 20,500 on Bitcoin. And, your next support for Bitcoin is at 20,500, and unless you get above $22,150, technically I'm not really bullish short term, like on the hourly chart for Bitcoin right now. So I would say if you don't get back above, we'll say 22,200, your next step is 20,500. And Bookmap looked like we're probably going back to the teens again. Now, I would say this, if you get back above 22,200, then we're still in an upward trajectory, and that's a higher low on the daily chart. But until you get back above 22,200, Bitcoin to me is bearish short term. So we'll see what happens. It's kind of like a rounded top as well, and that is, rounded tops are not bullish. So to me, if you don't get back above 22,000, that's the price to beat. 22.2. If you don't get back above that, you're probably going to at least see 20,500, and then possibly you would fill the gap down at 19,500, which we have seen a gap down there from about a few weeks ago. So that's what I'm looking at. If you want to be bullish, you have to beat 22.2. It's really that simple. What do I think of Jasmine? It's a coin. I don't know. I look at it all the time. But personally, it's not one I would hold in the bull market. I personally am going to go for safer trades or safer assets. But, I don't think it's a bad coin either. I really don't think it's a bad coin. H-bar dipping to 0.08 short term. Oh my God. I'm in this Trump Telegram chat, and the chat's like dead all day. And now, of course, when I go live, it goes nuts. Let's go look at H-bar. Did I spell that right? Yeah, okay, H-bar. H-bar, wow. So you're asking me if I think it's going back to 8 cents. I mean, it's not that far away. Oh my gosh. It's not that far away from 8 cents right now at 8.7 cents. It had to move all the way basically up to 10 cents. Daily chart has more steam left in it. The 4-hour chart, though, does need to dump, so you probably at least will see 8 cents. But let's just keep looking at a little bit more. It's still, the moving averages probably have to get a little bit closer. The 1-hour chart, let me unmute that. The 1-hour chart right now, it's kind of looking like it's flagging out. 1-hour chart has definitely reset, made a higher low on the RSI. So to me right now, H-bar looks really bullish to me on the 1-hour chart. Now looking at the 15-minute chart, you're making a higher low. You're making a lower high, I should say, on the 15-minute chart. So 1-hour chart looks okay to me. The 4-hour chart needs to dump, and the daily chart has more steam in it. So I guess the time frames that look good are the daily chart, the 4-hour chart looks bearish. The 1-hour chart to me looks bullish, and the 15-minute chart. So the 15-minute chart and daily chart look bearish to me. The 1-hour chart looks bullish, and the 4-hour chart looked bearish. I don't know. I would stay away from it until you see what happens on the 15-minute chart, considering the fact you're completely overbought now, and you're nowhere near the previous high, which I guess, yeah, this would be your second lower high you've made since you put in that top at basically 10 cents. So to me, short term, H-bar probably will get consolidation back to at least 8 cents. But if we go back to the daily time frame, your next support to the downside that I had was you broke the resistance. You broke basically 6 cents. Your next support to the downside is basically 6 cents. 6.4 cents, I guess, would be my next support. So if you don't hold, if you don't put another high above 10 cents, I'm looking for 6.4 and then probably 5.8, but you kind of slice right through that. So the next strong support below 6.4 would be all the way down here. You could argue 3.7. That was your low, though, so you do have supports below it. I just don't think there's any real strong support until you get down to that 3.7 area. You'll have good support as well, I guess, at 4.5 cents, but that's a 50% drop. To me, I would not be aping in right now into H-bar, and I would say you're probably at least going to go much lower than 8 cents if you can't put in a higher high above 10 cents. Just doesn't look super good to me on the smaller time frames, nor does it look good to me on the 4-hour chart. But daily chart and 1-hour chart do look good to me, so take it with a grain of salt. Not financial advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just don't think it looks like this, the best trade to be in right now. I think it's a little sketchy right now, considering the fact it's up 14%. It was up a lot more than that earlier today, so no problem, Gary. So that's it. That's my opinion on H-bar. I would say stay away from it right now because the 15-minute chart is showing bearish divergence and you're nowhere near previous high. But that's just kind of what I'm looking at right now. So that's kind of all I got, unless there's a few more requests. That's kind of what I wanted to go over. We looked at Bitcoin. We went over Jasmy, H-bar, VRA, and kind of talked about Ethereum for a little bit. Talked about Trump coin. I don't have anything else to go over unless there's another request. So like I said, for Bitcoin, until you get back above 22,200, your next stop is 20,500 and then 19,500, where you'd be around the 200-day moving average on the daily chart. So to me, short term, I hate to say it, but 20K is very much on the table, even 19.5. And if you don't hold 19.5, then I am definitely thinking the bottom is not in on Bitcoin. So, appreciate the follow. Someone wants me to look at XRP. I have no idea what the other coin someone wants me to look at, but it sounds like a scam coin. So XRP right now on the daily chart is currently looking like it's putting a much higher low. RSI is completely oversold. And yeah, you're putting a higher low around 36 cents. The 4-hour chart right now, 4-hour chart is in a downtrend, right? Lower high right here than the previous one. The previous high was 42 cents. Then you got a correction. Then you got overbought again and in a downtrend. Also, you lost a 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. A lot of these altcoins starting to look bearish to me, meaning I'm a little bit bearish on Bitcoin right now as well. 1-hour chart looks awful too, although 1-hour chart does have momentum. Now, I guess as long as you get it, it won't be very hard to get above this either. I would say as long as VRA can get above 39 cents on the next rally, I guess technically XRP would be bullish on the 1-hour chart. Excuse me. So I guess 1-hour chart, if you get above 39 cents on XRP, you're bullish on the 1-hour chart for XRP. The 15-minute chart, though, is looking bearish, putting in a lower high and lower lows. So to me, XRP is in a downtrend. Going back to the daily chart, let's see where our next support is to the downside. Our next macro support is down at 33 cents, and then below that 28.5 cents. So I'm not super bullish on what I'm seeing. You definitely have strong resistance at 41 cents. You got rejected there 27th of last year, and now you're getting rejected there a second time. So I would say 41.5 cents is strong resistance, and then you have strong support at 34.2 cents or 34 cents. So that's it for XRP. You're kind of range bound on the daily time frame from 34 to 41.5 cents. So I would stay away. There's a good chance you come back down for a possible triple bottom down here at 34 cents. We'll see what happens, but XRP, again, does not look very bullish to me. 34 cents is a very likely support on XRP. Doesn't mean you'll hold 34 cents, but does mean there's a very good chance you'll come back down to that support level, considering the fact you can't get above 41.5 cents, or at least you can't close the daily candle above it. So XRP, to me, I'm calling it 34 cents is probably the next stop to the downside. Thank you for the bless you. I appreciate that. Lyad. So, all right. So that's kind of it. We went over XRP. We went over VRA. We went over HBAR. We went over Jasmy. We went over Bitcoin. I'll do a few more requests. One more request for sure. But otherwise, that's kind of all I got. The market doesn't look very bullish to me. I guess one more thing I would like to look at before I leave is the fear and greed index. Right now we're back at 49 on the right, so that's neutral. minutes. I'm going to post this video now, and then I usually I'll let YouTube run a little bit longer, just because why not, right? But if there's no request on YouTube within the next 60 seconds, I will end that. I'm going to post this really quick, the Jasmine video that we did earlier in the stream. I know it's my most liked coin, so when I post it, it does pretty well. So Jasmine, is February spelled wrong? Oh my gosh, I spelled February wrong. But oh. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end the YouTube live stream. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll see you guys in a few days. See you then.